3 presentation frameworks for 3 different situations because one size does not fit all. If you don't know me, my name is Rob. I'm a storytelling coach and I've tried all the frameworks under the sun. And I reckon that with just these 3, you're going to be good for about 80% of situations. And the one that you choose depends upon your audience's relationship to the problem that you are solving. Situation 1, your audience sees the problem, feels the urgency, just give them the answer. Bottom line up front, or BLUF. So in this situation, you're giving the conclusion before the context, which is actually really important when the audience is already bought in, because they're just looking for the answer to the question. If you start with a load of context, they're just going to try and reverse engineer what point you're actually getting to, which means they won't engage in what you have to say. Second situation, your audience feels the problem, but they don't feel the urgency. Then you use PISC, Problem, Impact, Solution, Consequence. PISC is so effective because you focus specifically on the impact of the problem on your audience. So they therefore see its importance and also realize the consequences of not taking action. Because the hardest thing that we have when we're communicating is getting people to actually do things. And if there are no stakes, there's no reason to take action. And the third situation, your audience doesn't see the problem or they don't agree with you about what it is. In this situation, use SCQA. Situation, complication, question, and answer. So this does the opposite to bottom line up front in that it gives the context up front. You're talking about what the context is and how you got to your conclusion in the end. If you started with your conclusion and didn't give the context first with this kind of audience, then you'll likely get reactance and that they'll actively push back against what you're saying. But if you can start with the context first and make the logical case for how you got to your conclusion, then you have a much better chance of making it that. Are there any frameworks that you like though that I didn't include? Let me know in the comments.